Hello, Aquarius. This is your reading for the full moon in Sagittarius. This energy will culminate and last for at least the next 2 weeks into the new moon. It could last for the next month into the next full moon, and sometimes longer, depending. Everybody is different. It depends on how long it takes to process and understand and learn the lessons of that cycle. So Aquarius, let's get into it. These readings are general, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to build a story if things do not resonate for you. If you would like a personal reading, I will leave a link in the description box to my website. You can book a personal reading through there. It is BeTheChange333.com. And if you would be so kind, if you do like this reading or the content that I am putting up here on my channel, if you would click the like button and subscribe. This helps content creators grow their channels and get the messages out to more that need to hear. Okay, Aquarius. What is the energy for Aquarius? What is the current energy for Aquarius, please, for this full moon in Sagittarius? Love begins. Oh, that's a great card to start off with, Aquarius. So you're starting to feel again. You're starting to feel connection. Connection with yourself, with nature, with your higher self, and most likely with maybe another person or others in general. Let's keep going. Aquarius. Movement, choices, decisions. It is time for movement. It is time to make a decision. There are choices that need to be made, and Mercury is just about out of post-retrograde shadow. I would say by the end of this week, things should be a lot clearer. Communications a lot clearer. The way we interpret communications a lot clearer. That might be a good time to make a choice, but I always say feel it out, what feels right for you. You may have no choice but to make a choice, Aquarius. Let's see where this is going. Love begins. Choose wisely. So Aquarius, there is something really important here that Spirit is pointing out to you. There is an awareness, a heart chakra opening, an awareness of this deep love, this deep energy that you carry, possess within you, that you emanate around you. And that is a beautiful, there's a lot of harmony in this card. Harmony. And water, always to me, speaks of our emotions. So this is sharing that love, sharing that emotion. So you're feeling it. Now it is really time. It is time for movement. It's time for decisions to be made. And it's time to make a choice, but choose wisely. Use discernment. You want to go by how you feel and not what the mind is telling you, not the old way, not the conditioned, programmed mind. This is a new start for you, Aquarius, to start operating from your feminine energy, not gender, but energy, from your receptive side, from your intuitive side, picking up on the subtleties, on how things feel, how energy is flowing. Always how you feel in your gut, in your heart, what impressions are coming to you into your third eye. You want to make sure that you use discernment when you make these choices and not falling back into old patterns. Making a choice with the energy behind it of fear or of you know, I don't know what else to do, so I might as well do this kind of thing. You want to be definite. You want to know exactly how you feel about something before you make that movement. Try not to overthink it either. There's a fine line deep down inside, you know. So it's a chance to actually get to really know yourself, Aquarius. Know yourself, know what feels right for you. And stop looking to the outside, other people, comparing yourself to others, or even feeling that competition outside of you. Like, I can't compete with any of these people. It's not a competition. This is life. It is a journey, an individual, unique journey for each and every one of us, Aquarius. And when you understand that, try to have some joy in that journey. Get that childlike wonder and really start to pick up on a lot more that is surrounding you always. A lot of times we get so distracted. Fulfillment of wishes. So when you do, use discernment. When you choose, when you make choices based off of how you feel, this is when your wishes will be actually fulfilled. When we make those choices based off of our past experiences or what other people tell us to do, or our conditioning, our programming, we just put ourselves right back in the same old energy, and nothing really works out then, Aquarius. Anything else for Aquarius? We'll get some clarifiers as well. Okay. All right. This is what I was definitely feeling, Aquarius. So at the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy of the message here for you, you've been going through a lot of challenges. There have been a lot of obstacles in your way. Most of these obstacles and challenges are actually designed by us, our soul, because our soul knows what's going to stop us and what's going to pull us, what's going to push us back and what's going to pull us forward. These obstacles and challenges are linked directly to heartache and loss. So there has been someone or something that was very, very near and dear to you that is no longer a part of your life, or at least your mind is telling you that. So with that energy, it usually brings us back to our past, brings us back to our childhood, to work out all of the patterns, all of the conditions, all of the habits that we've developed because of childhood wounding and trauma. You have been suffering in silence about this situation for quite some time, Aquarius, and it is time to break out of your shell and no longer suffer in silence. If you need to speak about it, speak about it. It definitely looks as though there is something that you need to choose. There's movement. I feel like your energy has been stagnated for a while in the same soup, so to speak, and you're ready to bust out of it. Your heart is wide open now. You're starting to feel, Aquarius, and you're starting to feel some good feelings. And maybe this brings up some fear of yours because you're aware, I've got to make a change. There's a change I have to make. There's a decision I have to make. And I know it's got to be a choice that comes from the heart. No more suffering in silence, Aquarius. And triumph came out after that. So know that you can triumph over all of these challenges. They are set up by us. We set up our own challenges. It also reads off of our energy that we have accumulated over our entire lifetime so that we can recognize them, recognize the patterns, recognize the habits that we've developed over our entire lifetime that are in our blind spot usually. So speaking of blind spots, what is in Libra's blind spot currently? Two of emotions. So it really is speaking of the heart. And I think there's a fear of completely opening up the heart and being vulnerable again to another person. You may have been hurt pretty deeply, Libra. But this is what's going to get you out of these obstacles and challenges. Open up that heart. Love begins. That energy is here for you. Very first card out. But it's also part of your blind spot. I feel like there's still leftover pain there from this last loss. And so that brings up a lot of fear. Rightly so. But this is what you're really here to do, is to learn the Hierophant. Also, Chiron, the wounded healer. This is the energy, this is the dwarf planet or asteroid that is pulling out all the stops for us to see all of our childhood wounds and patterns so we can learn from them. This is where we get our deep ancient wisdom from. So most likely whoever this was that had left your life, or there was a parting of ways, they were here to show you these childhood patterns, these wounds that needed healing. And the movement, the choices, decisions. Time is speeding up. The energy is speeding up, and you are getting close to the finish line here, Aquarius. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're getting close to the finish line, Aquarius. The advice here is to get yourself into the perspective that not everything is as it seems. Things can change at the drop of a hat. And just get into that childlike wonder, like, wow. Just observe. Try not to think that you know or want to know. Just observe and experience it, because you are in this manifestation energy, the magician. This is why it's important to choose wisely. Choose how you feel. Choose your thoughts wisely, because this is alchemy. How you feel, the emotional body, the thoughts, the beliefs, the patterned mind, right? That concoction is an alchemical process for creation. So that is anything else for, oh, yep, beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Aquarius, is the Empress. So it is important to get in touch with your feminine energy, your nurturing, receptive side, and allow that to drive your energy. This has been coming through for almost all the zodiacs, because our masculine energy, not gender, but energy, has Mars is in Aries, is in the driver's seat, just wanting to do things the old way, accomplish, achieve, probably has lists and rules and regulations, and is really kind of screwing things up for us. Allow the feminine energy within you to get in the driver's seat and navigate through your senses, through your feels, how you feel about things and what other messages you're picking up. And when you do get an intuitive hit that you'll feel it, then you can tell your masculine energy, all right, now it's time to get the logical mind out and let's see what the next steps are here. But slow down your roll a little bit, Aquarius. You do have the insight that you need, and it is deep within. Tap into that. Tap into your inner knowing and allow the feminine energy to drive you through this transit. All right, Aquarius, that's all I have for you now. Thank you for joining me. I am so appreciative of all of you, and I will be back again. Thanks. Bye.